I'm definitely a big fan of twin-stick shooters. I have enjoyed plenty of these types of games, but I've never played Enter the Gungeon. So after a few suggestions, I had to try it out. What I really appreciate in any of these types of games is how the controls were rather easy to get an initial grasp of, and how much fun the shooting and dodging was here. Shooting and moving around felt like you would want it to in a twin-stick shooter. The dodging was something that I both liked and had to get used to because of the timing based on the attacks that were thrown my way. Small details like popping up tables for cover was a nice touch and something that I ended up using within fights. There are also a load of unlockables from modes to guns to characters and so much more. The progression is great. And these guns and small details make the combat pretty engaging. There's little objects within the environment and they are pretty much just there for window dressing, but they can all break. As a good example, I really enjoy when a movie has a shootout where there's a lot of glass or windows involved, because when this stuff breaks, it's fun to watch, and this is sort of how the environments are a bit in Gungeon. The dodge roll is rewarding, and you start to feel like a top-down John Woo character dodging enemies' attacks and even being able to slide on tables. The over-the-top nature is very fun. The same goes for the enemy variety in that you'll have enemies that will split into smaller enemies, enemies that you really need to wait for the right opportunity to attack them, and so many more. When you enter rooms, you do not know what you'll be up against, so you're consistently reacting to the enemies that are presented to you, and you're trying to use all your moves and tools to try and figure out how to survive and take the least amount of damage. Another neat addition to the game is how it lets you teleport around levels, and I think this comes from the game wanting you to be efficient within the areas, and it also helps with the pacing. I have put a bunch of hours into the game, and I can confidently say that this is one that I'm really going to be coming back to, especially because of all the unlocks, the variation along with the gameplay, and the additional expansions that keep coming out for it. This is definitely a twin-stick shooter that I would recommend. Thank you very much for watching.